Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here, Golden Opportunities Coaching. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is we discuss a variety of social, psychological, and coaching-related topics. We do so almost on a daily basis. There's over 200 audios for you to check out, so certainly something here, at least I hope, that is beneficial to you. Easy for me to say. Please like, subscribe, comment below. And if there's a topic you'd like to see covered, please ask, and we'll do the best we can to get to that. So how do you know if your crush is an introvert? That's an interesting question. It's one that I have dealt with relationship coaching for quite a bit, because introversion it's hard to get a lead on. So there's 7 or 8 things I want to discuss here. Hopefully it's helpful to you if you're dealing with a person you're crushing on that you think might be an introvert. And so the first one here is it's very rare for them to lead or open a conversation. It's not that they're not interested in talking to you. It's that they don't have good icebreakers. They don't have good conversation starters. It's difficult for them to be the one to approach for the first 15 to 60 seconds of a conversation. Now, if you approach them via in-person or text message or by phone, they'll talk to you for 15, 20, 30 minutes comfortably, maybe even longer if you have a good rapport with them. But it's difficult for them to open that conversation because it's like they don't want to interrupt you. They don't want to be an inconvenience to you. They don't want you to get mad at them for interrupting or anything of that nature. So therein lies the challenge there. The second is they're very good listeners, but they're not good, what I call transitional conversationalists. So they will be more interested in the conversation when they're listening to you talk about yourself or your experiences or funny stories or anecdotes, social issues, things that matter to you, from your favorite politician to your favorite musician. All these things are going to intrigue your introverted crush because they can begin to learn about you and kind of formulate in their own mind, hey, this concept of this is what this person's like. This is how they would fit into my life. This is how I would fit into theirs. And they're kind of doing a Rubik's Cube or a larger puzzle on how to make you fit into their worldview and into their world. And so that's why introverts tend to listen, where extroverts tend to be the life of the party and they tend to speak. An introvert or a person who is introverted will be more comfortable with online communication. This is because they don't have to worry about things like pregnant pauses or inappropriate pauses. They don't have to worry about things like body language, how close they're standing to you, whether you think their voice is attractive, whether you think their clothing is attractive. They don't have to worry about nonverbal cueing. They don't have to worry about verbal cueing. They don't have to worry about body language. Instead, they can exchange ideas, which is where the introvert's comfortable anyway, and they can do so without fear of rejection or reprisal, or at least a reduction in the fear of rejection at the center of their core, which many introverts struggle with. Not all, but a good number struggle with anxiety that comes from introversion. In other words, if I put myself in a social situation, I'm more likely to be rejected. But if I have the blinder or the veneer of being online, that rejection risk reduces. And so most introverts are risk-averse people, and so that's why that works for them. The next thing, we're halfway there. The next thing is attention to detail. So I think I mentioned earlier, and I have mentioned in other audios, that an introvert is very likely to kind of take a mental note or keep a mental notebook or list of things you like, from your favorite foods to your favorite movie to your favorite actor to your favorite music to the inverse of your favorites. So your least favorite color and your least favorite song and your least favorite, subject in school if you're still teenagers or whatever it is. And they take and they create a mental filing cabinet. They make a file that's all about you. And so in order to show that they care or to show that they're connected or that they're paying attention, oftentimes they will recall what seems to you to be a minute detail, but to them is a medium to moderate to sometimes big detail if it matters to you that much. That they remember about a previous conversation. You'll often be shocked to realize how closely your crush, if they're an introvert, is paying attention. They may bring up something several weeks to several months later just because it mattered to you at the time and it made an impression on them. The next is an introvert is a self-aware person. So, and I'll put this together with another of this, which is they don't really enjoy small talk. They don't enjoy banter that doesn't have not an ending, but some form of purpose. They don't enjoy directionless conversations. And the self awareness piece comes from the fact that they do a lot of alone time, self introspection. So their conversational choices with you are going to be more about social issues. They're going to be more about what you think and feel. They're going to be more about how to make the world a better place, life philosophy, maybe religious philosophy if you're both religious. Ways to make the work world better, ways to improve this or that. So there's always a progressive nature to the conversations with an introvert because they really don't care what the newest shade of blue is in t-shirts, and they really don't care about what the weather's done in the last 5 days, but they do care about making an impact on the planet, and they care about helping you to become the best version of you that you can be. So that's where the conversations are going to be steered. These are independent-minded people, and sometimes independence from an introvert can come off as them being aloof. That is not their intention, and oftentimes one of the bigger challenges that introverts have is being able to show a level of vulnerability and desire to socially connect while maintaining their independence. That's a huge challenge because the vulnerability and needing somebody is not necessarily something that the introvert learned how to do in a way where they're comfortable. Also, it makes them feel potentially weaker or potentially in a position where they can be exploited or taken advantage of. This is especially true if an introvert grew up in a household where abuse was present or neglect was present, or if they've been in an abusive or toxic friendship or romantic relationship prior. So the independence level of an introvert can often be linked to the level of hardship they've had to overcome when trusting other people. So if you notice that your crush is on the quiet side and fiercely independent, there's usually a wound behind hidden there somewhere that may need to be addressed to get to that relationship to the next level. The last thing is they keep a small but very, very close friend group, and once they integrate you into it, it shows their level of commitment to continuing to getting to know you, continuing to invest in you, and the fact that if they're introducing you to friends and family or people that are important to them, they see you as at least a semi-permanent factor in their life. Introverts are very careful how they integrate their social groups, and so if an introvert's introducing you to their friends, if an introvert's introducing you to their sibling or other members of their family, it means that they expect you're going to be a part of their life for a while, and this can be a great bonding experience. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. And again, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.